Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday, and welcome to our daily ritual. I'm Reese Brown, and today we are focusing on the third pillar of coherence, which is other that manifests as community. This is an offered intention to focus on today, but of course, if there is something else that you would like to invite into your practice today as an intention, you are more than welcome to do so. I am going to get us started by lighting some sage, just to cleanse our shared space. And as I do so, I invite you to close your eyes, soften your vision if it is safe and you are able to do so, and begin to deepen your breath. As you deepen your breath, I really want you to notice how you're doing today, how you're feeling, both physically and mentally. Are there any blockages that you can feel? Is there anything that's really free-flowing, that feels really open? Just notice. Don't judge it. Just let it be and accept it as where you are right now. Here in a moment, I am going to invite you to take a deep breath with me. And when we do so, I want you to make it the deepest breath of the day so far. Okay, whenever you are ready, take that deep breath in. And keep going, keep inhaling, really fill up those lungs. And exhale. And tune into the collective. To everybody that you are communing with across space and time, that is sharing this breath and sharing this ritual. When you are ready, you can allow your breathing to return to a normal rhythm and gently open your eyes. I'm going to begin shuffling our cards for today, and I would like you to tune back into our intention of other and community, and any intention that you may have welcomed in as well. If you did welcome in an intention, why? And if you didn't, why not? How are you doing with community today, right now? Has it been developing? That's odd. That's really odd, actually. Okay, these two cards, I were at the bottom of the deck, and when I went to pick up the cards to shuffle again, I just didn't grab them. And earlier, they were two cards that popped out. You put a card back and it popped out on purpose. It'll come back out if that was the one that you were meant to hear. So we have two cards today. Very exciting. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse, which depicts a man kind of climbing over a mountainscape, a moon in the sky, and it's a full moon with a crescent moon kind of hugging it. And these 8 cups at the bottom just stacked gently. And it really is this picture of kind of a hike, of a journey, of going up the mountain. And then we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. This card we have gotten before as well, and it is a man carrying these 10 large wands that it just looks like a struggle. It just looks like it is too big a load to bear. And to get this in reverse as well as the Eight of Cups in reverse. The Eight of Cups is a card that is inherently a journey. And it is in the midst of the journey, right? It is literally in media res. We are seeing this figure walking up the hill right now in real time. And to get it in reverse is almost making me think that it's we are coming to the end of this specific journey. Not that, you've reached the top and cool, boxes checked, journey over, there's nothing else you need to worry about because we continue evolving and growing, right? But whatever this period, this cycle of life is for you, we are approaching the end of it. You may be going through Saturn return, or maybe you have a child that's about to leave the house, but it feels like we're coming to a close in a big chapter, and that this chapter was really difficult. There was a lot to carry with it, right? The Ten of Wands. There was something that in we have the cup suit too, was emotionally difficult to hold, but was also to do with your bigger purpose, that it just felt too hard to manage. But to get the Ten of Wands in reverse is a setting down of this burden. It is a release of something that you no longer have to carry. If there's something that you feel like you're still clinging to, or a piece of something that you feel like you just can't quite let go of, this is a sign to release, let it go, let it be. It's time to step into your new era. It is time to let the light shine. In the Eight of Cups card, we have this really beautiful moon that is hugged by a crescent moon. And I've always thought that this is so interesting, but it's almost showing the moon that's waxing, but it has to start to wane after it's a full moon, right? And I do think that this is almost indicative of like this chapter closing, that's like, it may seem impossible, but the full moon is still high in the sky. It is still glowing, and it's still growing. It is still blooming. Let the blessings come. Let the abundance come. It's okay to set down those 10 wands. It is okay to release. And even if you don't feel like you've been carrying a lot, maybe this is time to give yourself permission to relax. With this being about other two, I think that there is this theme of relationships in here. That is, maybe this is the ending of a chapter for a relationship for you that you feel like you carried a lot of responsibility for, that you were doing a lot of the work. Or maybe even if that relationship isn't ending, it's time to shift the dynamics in it. It is time to evolve what the workload, power imbalance, and like bandwidth looks like in this relationship. And that could be a one-to-one relationship or a broader community. As we move into our mantra, inspired by our theme intention of other, that manifests as community, and our two cards of the Eight of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Wands in reverse, our mantra is going to be, I turn the page. I turn the page. There is something that is just on the horizon that is evolving. And as you turn the page, you are releasing the burden of the past, of whatever that is. It's time. It's time for that next phase. Here in a moment, I am going to ask you to take a deep breath with me, and on the exhale, we are going to repeat our mantra of I turn the page. Okay. Whenever you are ready, take that deep breath in. And exhale, repeating the mantra, I turn the page. For our practice today, sometimes I like to get really literal with it because there is something about embodying the things we're talking about, right? Because I think so often when this work is kind of talked about or done or whatever, it's like it just stays really theoretical and hypothetical. And it's like, no, it should be brought into our real world. So I want you to pick a book that feels like the right book for this moment, whatever it is. Whatever book feels, the themes of it feel indicative and just right to you for whatever you are going through. I want you just to flip open to somewhere in the middle of the book and turn the page and reflect on how that feels. Maybe see what sentence is there on that next page and see if there's a message in that. See what page number you turn to. Maybe there's a message in that as well. And then I want you to comment down below what book you picked for a more physical representation of the story that you are living right now. What book would be indicative of this chapter of your life? Thank you all so much for being a part of our daily ritual. Again, please comment down below what book you picked to be indicative of this turning the page chapter in your life. And share this with someone that you think would enjoy this ritual or could use this reminder today. Thank you all so very much for being here, and as always, I am excited to be right back here with you tomorrow. Our Daily Ritual is a podcast by the Cohere Collective that helps you build purpose and coherence into your daily routine. Please follow or subscribe wherever you may be watching or listening, and leave us a like, a 5-star review, or a rating or a comment down below. This is the best way to support the Cohere Collective and our Daily Ritual. If you want to learn more about the Cohere Collective, our other content or offerings, you can head on over to www.thecoherecollective.com. A big thank you to Podington Bear for our Daily Rituals theme music, and as always, I hope you feel like you are living more coherently. Until next time, love.